Kahalayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham Rachakwadash, double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, much peace and blessings to all you sons of Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, with charity. It's going to be a quick lesson, Lord willing, edifying to the elect, just going into what's happening right now, which has been prophesied afore by our apostles and elders and different brothers on down of Great Millstone. We've been warning you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that the devil, the so-called white man, okay, starting with Salakia, starting with those tunnel diggers, right? They are going to come down with great wrath, as the scripture says and reads in Revelation 12:12, right? This is a video put up by mediocre tutorials and reviews, right? Who makes a lot of content that would be considered so-called red pill, speaking on different men and women dating dynamics and whatnot. Basically pushing back against hardcore feminism. And we've been telling our people that as a part of this man coming down with great wrath, that we are going to be made public enemy number one. They're going to really want to come after the prophets, those that have the 100% truth, but they're going to come down with great wrath on everybody. And they're creating different lists. We've been warning about the red list, the yellow list, and the blue list. Okay? They're not just going to come after people that have the full truth. They're going to come after anybody that's against their New World Order agenda in any way. You see, they have different groups, these different groups that work with the feds, different three-letter agencies to basically categorize people. And that's what this guy, Mediocre Tutorial Reviews, is going to talk about, because they got a list, right? You see this list right here. This is from a group known as Diverting Hate, which is they were contracted basically by Department of Homeland Security to formulate a list and a value system, a ranking system between different groups that are what they label as male supremacists. And then you see they create all these different buzzwords, like the anti-who word. That's the worst thing they really want to call you, right? They say the guy with the funny mustache was the worst guy in history ever to walk the earth, right? When we have other people that massacred, that can be thanked with massacring far greater. There have been far greater massacres than the one that happened, during that time in Germany. Okay, but they don't even they want you to think that guy was way worse, right? But they have these different terms, male supremacists or white supremacists, which they all go back to white supremacists. You see, they talk about, like the Elder Yashawamba been saying for years, they create the illusion by bringing up white supremacy, right? Just to open the door to slide the conversation about other forms of so-called supremacy, black supremacy, right? Really, they want to go after who they call the radical Hebrew Israelites or black identity extremists, black supremacists. So they moving the goalposts, but everywhere in between they're gonna get people too, because you're teaching against their agenda. They want a weird, bugged out society. They don't want no type of order. Okay, and they listed this guy at number 2, and he's not even the most hardcore. When you watch these so-called red pill channels, he's not even hardcore like that, and they put him above Fresh and Fit. That show you that these devils, they They want everybody. They just creating excuses. They creating reasons to categorize. They creating reasons to be the devil. So for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you really need to repent, man, because this devil gonna come down with great wrath on everybody. And the Lord, being in the good graces of the Lord, is the only way to make it through. Okay, I'm just play a little bit of what he said.
Go through components of this case study today that is reflective of me, myself, and my channel, because what they've attempted to do is to bucket all content creators together as if we all...
You see, and he on the back foot. He's backpedaling because the spirit of the Lord ain't on him, but he sees how dangerous this is. He's scared. And if you in your right mind, you should be scared when you see shit like this, because what are they planning? We think stuff like this is just going to... What you had, I forget one video, there's this white bald dude. I got a little, when I pull up the clip, I could do a video on it, which I believe I did a video on it before, but you got this dude, I forgot his name, he was breaking down how when communists get in power, they kill people, they massacre people, and cancel culture is just a warm-up in society for when they start putting mass people to death. So right now you see people getting canceled or you getting took off the internet, but soon they're gonna want to they're gonna lock people up. They're gonna want to kill people. The government. This list being funded by Department of Homeland Security. Forget about the migrants coming in. Fuck all that. They worried about male content creators talking about telling men to have standards with dating. So if you got eyes in your head and ears, you should be thinking, what's coming next? What else do they have planned? You niggas, what the scripture says, high time you wake out of sleep.
We all believe in the same things, or if we all teach the same things, or if all of our audience...
So he trying to explain himself like, no, I'm not, because he... I'll let it play.
Behave in the same way, label us all of these weaponized words such as extremist and male supremacist, which, by the way, is a derivative of white supremacist, but they're utilizing those words as weapons against content creators that were restoring power to men. One of the major goals of my platform, along with having a critical discussion of understanding the nature of both men and women, is to give men the information to live a joyous life. Provide them information in regards to the inadequacies of the family courts.
You see, so he's basically, he see what's going on. It's just Esau making categories, which we're going to get in the scriptures. We're going to show you that this is biblical prophecy of this man doing all this. And he's trying to explain himself like, I'm just doing, restoring power to men, and basically I'm not doing nothing wrong. If you watch the video, he compares himself to Fresh and Fit and Just Pearly Things, right? Just Pearly she already, who knows, she might be a CIA agent, but Just Pearly Things, he says things like women can't vote, and that's crazy. I wouldn't never say that, basically. So he's trying to explain himself. He really scared that he at number 2. He think he should be below Just Pearly Things, which honestly he should. But that just shows you these devils don't care. But it's not even about that. They coming down. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Hamashiach. This is the kingdom of heaven being established. This is the book of Revelation, the last book. This is prophecy of end times. This has not happened yet. Right? This is what everything is going to lead to, the kingdom being restored. It says, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. And if you look up this word for accused, right? All right. That word for accused in the Greek is kategoros. And it says what? An accuser, a name given to the devil by the rabbis, right? Against one in the assembly. Complaint at law. Kategoros. What it sound like? Category or categorize. Which is what you heard the guy MTR say. He said they trying to lump us all together, basically. Which is what he's trying to do. He's making lists. He's compiling lists and categorizing groups of people. And this is happening. They coming up against people that shame fat people. Because that means you're healthy, right? They want people to be unhealthy. They want women to be out of order. They want them to be harlots. So they don't want men calling them out. They want people to have part of the rainbow people. Right? Or they'll label you a homophobe, right? It's all what they use. They're using the term of hate. All different types of hate, right? But the ultimate hate, like that one so-called rabbi chick, right? She said anti-you-know-what is the oldest form of hate. So they want to say that's the greatest form of hate, but they're using this hate word to take out a bunch of people, man. But the Lord said the accuser is going to be cast down. So this devil's going to lose. It's already written, right? And it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Who's the they? The elect. These are the only ones that's going to overcome this devil. So that means if you're not of the elect, you're not going to overcome him. It says, and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto the death. So we're not going to try to explain ourselves or backtrack like you got some of these Israelite groups doing now. We're going to stand boldly with the truth. And I'm speaking as one of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, I am. The elect are going to stand firm and bold in their belief in the testimony, even if it means death. Because they're going to create more unrighteous decrees in society. And they want to, you got this, didn't Trump say he want to make the death penalty for anti-you-know-what? So it's finna get real. But the elect are not going to hang on to their life and backtrack. They're going to trust in the Lord, and what will be, will be. They're going to remain faithful. Like the three holy children, they said, the Lord going to deliver us from the fire, and if he don't, we still not going to worship your idol. Okay, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. So Esau gonna get the majority of people, but there's a certain number that he can't do nothing to. Even if he does something to their body, he can't touch them in the spirit, because the Lord got him, and he's gonna raise up a standard for him. The scriptures say what? The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runneth into it and are safe. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. So he only has a short time to try to set up his New World Order agenda, where they want to push all forms of filth and degeneracy on many different levels, and they don't want nobody speaking up and talking about it. Okay? They want anybody that has some type of influence, a positive voice, to be shut down. All right? Which ultimately going to lead to the famine of the word. And only the elect is going to have the answers, because all hell's just going to break loose pretty soon. And nobody's going to have any answers. So that's just something I wanted to say, man. You Jakes better wake the fuck up. With that, I'm going to say shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Bashmel Shah. Shalom.